Hi, beautifuls. Another wonderful day. I am again on a trail that I thought I was on, but I don't think I'm on. There seems to be a lot of little small trails that go off and around all over the place. This one being not as traveled as most, but it looks like it goes somewhere, so I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens. And let's check it out. So as you can see, main trail, or what I believe to be the main trail. Then we have this little kind of rabbit trail that goes down this way. So obviously people have taken it. I have no idea where it goes. I have no idea where this goes. It wasn't on the map, but forward we go. As you can see, it's pretty dry in here. We have a fire ban on in this region. It's been on for about a week or so because it's been so dry. We did get some rain earlier on, but just been really, really dry lately. So, but man, it is a sunshiny day. Look at that sun. Fuck, man. This is amazing. It really rejuvenates the soul getting out and getting around and just getting from out behind your desk or whatever the fuck you are inside. Man, I can't wait. It rejuvenates me, gives me lots of energy. Makes you want to go back and have some sex audios. Yeah, let's do that. Here's an example of some of the wildflowers that I've gone and dug up and put in my own garden. These ones I think are called black-eyed Susans, and they're kind of a yellow daisy sort of thing. I like to bring in some of the wildflowers that I find on my walk and integrate them in my garden. It's always nice to have that flavor of both domestic and wildflowers in your own garden. Brings the bees. You've got to love the honeybees. They really seem to be prevalent throughout this area, which is great. Man, there's a whole host of them right here. Woo! Blowing in the wind. Smaller and smaller as I go. And it's come real close. I don't know if you can see over there. Zoom in a bit, but we've also come really close to the highway. I've been hearing a lot of cars, and all of a sudden, bam, oh, there's the highway. So we've really come back, or not really the direction that I wanted to go. And this trail seems to be getting a lot smaller. So, you know, you're not going to get lost because you're, fairly close to some people that would find you if you're deaf and destitute, but on we go. Found a little shade patch here. Trail's back there. And just wanted to let you know that I'm actually recording this on my vacation. It's about the late August area. So I'm probably not going to post this until sometime in the fall, but just wanted to let you know the time frame of what you're looking at, so in case you look at me and say, what do you mean drought? What do you mean nothing growing? It's friggin' fall in the upper hemisphere. So yeah, just so you know, there's the time frame for you. Well, fuck. This is not where I wanted to be. I've come out on the highway, and that's not where I wanted to be, so I am going to head back the other way and get back to where I was going. That sucks shit. Always an adventure, never boring. Welcome to the walk. Remnants of the caterpillar infestation we had this spring. I had quite a few of them, the silkworms. I don't know if I showed you the last video with all the silkworms coming out of the canopy. This is what they actually build when they're up there. You know, it's always the way. I get out and I see plants and birds and animals that I know what they are, but can't remember off the top of my head what they're called. This, in the spring, will be covered in little white bell-looking flowers. I'll post the name of the flower. It's like a lily. Lily of the valley, I think it might be called. And in the in the spring, this is just a beautiful set of white. But even after they've all bloomed, just a beautiful little pasture of green. And you can see in behind how it gets, you know, the layer of leaves on the other side. So really kind of stands out in this forest setting. So I was able to find the trail that I'm on. How do I know? I've probably met up with a couple of people on the route because, you know, it's vacation time here, and a lot of people are taking some time to be outdoors. Found this amazing specimen of a rotted fallen tree. Just, you know, even in their final days, they are just a work of art. Just, you can't make that shit. That's fucking amazing. Yeah, sorry, just my weird sense of observation. I wish I could overlay some really eerie music on this, because this space is just really dank. It's in a cedar forest, and cedars have a tendency to leach the soil so nothing grows beneath it. And it makes a very, very dark and dismal place underneath the canopy, as you can see. But my video editing / skills are lackluster at best, so you'll have to do your own impression of the scary music. In the wet season, this is all wetlands in here, but as you can tell, it's dry as a bone. Maybe the swamp area needs to listen to one of my audios and get wet. Just saying. Just a thought. This little butterfly has been following me. I should say I've been following it for the last probably 100 meters. Every time I walk, it flies up away and goes a little ahead and then lands again. It's just kind of showing off of its, its beautiful wings. See, it's been doing that the entire time. I walk a few steps, it goes a few steps. I walk a few steps, it goes a few steps. And it's nice to have friends along with your walk. So as I said earlier, it's a very swampy place through here normally. They've made a makeshift kind of bridge that goes through this area so you can walk and not get your feet wet, but it's obviously extremely dry right now in through this area, and due to the dry weather we've had, but usually very, very wet. Again, I might suggest listening to some of my audios. Just a thought. Just coming out of that the cedar forest that I said we were going through. So we're just coming out into finally into some sunlight again, which is nice. It was nice and cool in here, but there we go. Sunshine. So we've now ended up on the major bike trail that runs through here. There's some people actually coming by right now, and it's used quite often to go from this point here all the way downtown with the network of bike trails that we have from way out here on the fringe of the city that we are in now, all the way downtown. It's very extensive, and obviously going through some beautiful scenery and some beautiful places that our city has to offer. Ta-da! We're gonna head back. Like I said, lots of water, much needed. Yeah, needed that. Yummy. Heading back on the trail, you might be familiar with the boardwalk that kind of went through the center of this place. We're only about maybe, I'd say 30-minute walk from where I left my car. So we're at the tail end of where we were hiking through. Now we're just going to make our way back. I was going to take another trail that went that way, but it's nice and cooler through the forest area. So I thought I'd stay where it's cooler instead of, you know, sweating my balls off. Well, I hope you enjoyed the walk in the woods today on my vacation time. I know this won't be going out until probably, you know, the end of September, beginning of October, but I wanted to record some stuff to you as I move throughout my vacation and the things that I do when I'm not jerking off in my bedroom. Obviously, I couldn't do an audio out here today because there were too many people around, but I will hopefully get one or two of those done before the weather goes cold. Have yourselves a fantastic day, beautifuls. Stay tingly and get outside.